Hi, this is Chris the Midnight Maker. Today let's make a Limbert 238 side table. MidnightMaker.com.
Shh. Sorry, babe.
Welcome to the Arts and Crafts Furniture Series. Today's project is the Limbert number 238 side table. This is a great one weekend or long weekend project, and the skill level is probably advanced beginner. I chose this table because it's the perfect size to go next to my new Morris chair. I have to admit that I already had the templates for this project that I made several years ago, but you can make your own routing templates very easily with plywood or MDF, a yardstick, pencil, and the layout drawings for my website. I'll put the link in the description below. Let's get into the build. As with your more advanced projects, you have to start by dimensioning your rough lumber. Arts and Crafts furniture is traditionally made from quarter-sawn white oak because of the rays in the grain are very unique. Quarter-sawn oak is also very stable, so you'll get much less wood movement throughout the year. I went with 7/8 thick since I was starting with 4/4 oak. Another nice aspect of this project is that it doesn't take a lot of lumber. I think 4/4 quarter-sawn white oak is about $9 per board foot where I get it in Seattle. Once the lumber is dimensioned, it's time to cut it into more manageable lengths. Next, I run one edge through the joiner so I can trim it to the final width on the table saw. Now I lay my template down on the oak and trace it out. While the lumber is still square, I cut the intersecting rabbet joint that I'm going to use to join the four sides together. Here I am making sure that all four legs are exactly the same, and I'm also using a test piece to sneak up on the final fit for the intersecting rabbet joint. Since my stock is 7/8 inch thick, my rabbet will be 7/16 inch deep and 7/16 inch wide. I really like how the four rabbets intersect and form a tight joint at the center. I'm not sure what happened to my bandsaw footage, but here I am cleaning up the joint where the legs meet the shelf. On this project I used double-sided carpet tape, but I've also used the blue tape and CA glue trick. I clean up the first leg using the template and a flush trim bit. Then I sand that leg nice and smooth and use that as the template for the other three legs. Routing this project was a challenge because of the grain direction constantly changing. Okay, almost any arts and crafts project will involve some sort of glued up panels. These are quite small, so it's a great project to get practice doing those. Once the lumber is all the same thickness, I run the edges across the joiner. I use Tight Bond 2 for indoor projects in a glue bottle. Clamp it up and wait at least 4 hours. The top gets roughly cut into a circle on the bandsaw, then the edge is sweetened up on the disc sander. You can also route the top using the template, but I hadn't learned that quadrant trick yet, so I was afraid of chip out on such a small piece. If you're interested in the quadrant trick, check out my Limbert oval coffee table video. The shelf starts out as a square, then the corners get rounded over, and the matching notches get cut into it. There are various ways of doing this, including with the table saw and a miter gauge. I used my $11 pull saw from Harbor Freight, then chopped out the rest with my Narix chisels. sneak up on a tight fit by not only tweaking the insides of the notches, but also lightly sanding the sides of the legs. The glue up is only tricky because you have to get all 5 parts together at the same time. Make sure to do a dry run on your clamping strategy ahead of time. Don't ask me how I know that. For the finish, I'm using Jeff Jewett's Stickly Onondaga recipe. It's a multi-step process. I'll link his instructions below. I've always been very happy with trans tint, but it's important to make test pieces from scraps to get your color dialed in first. Thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this project. As you might have noticed, we have several other arts and crafts project videos coming up that I hope you'll enjoy. Please check out midnight-maker.com for projects, free plans, possibly some merch, and all kinds of cool stuff, including previews for upcoming videos. Thanks. Bye.